There is a phrase that came up in this investigation. It was a text from one of these participants to another, and the text was that they had put the H in homicide. Well, today we are going to put the J in jail because we've had enough killings, shootings, blood, juveniles on both sides of the gun. We've had enough. And people who want to put the H in homicide are going to find out that we are going to put the J in jail.
Now at 4 o'clock, 4 men accused of terrorizing a Philadelphia neighborhood are off the streets today. Authorities said they have arrested members of an alleged organized crime ring behind 5 shootings back in 2021. It is Tuesday afternoon. I'm Brian Taft.
And I'm Sarah Bloomquist. The big story on Action News, the arrests announced today by the district attorney's office. Authorities say their violent actions left 2 people dead and several others hurt in Strawberry Mansion. Action News reporter Maggie Kent joining us live along the Parkway this afternoon with more on how police were able to track these guys down, Maggie.
Brian and Sarah, authorities, prosecutors say that they found some YouTube videos from these men in particular who were bragging about what was going on, and that they say the motive behind these shootings was notoriety. Well, they did get noticed by law enforcement. Law enforcement says 4 men, members of a gang, are responsible for 5 shootings. 2 men were killed, 5 others were shot and injured. Dante Sutton, Jameer Brunson-Gans, Elijah Soto, and Khalil Henry have been charged with homicide and gun crimes.
This group sought notoriety, they sought infamy, they sought attention, and that was part of the motivation for each and every one of these shooting incidents.
Prosecutors say the organized crime ring focused their attention on the Strawberry Mansion neighborhood in 2021. Various members are allegedly responsible for shooting 2 people July 14th on North 33rd Street, shooting a man on September 5th on the 3100 block of North Judson Street, carrying out the homicide of 19-year-old Jordan Murray the next day on the 2200 block of West Huntington Street, killing 33-year-old Jarek Jenkins on the 2900 block of West York Street September 18th, and shooting 2 people on October 4th, 2021 on the 2000 block of North 33rd Street. How did investigators connect these cases? The ATF employed the National Integrated Ballistic Network
via examining fired cartridge casings.
Now, prosecutors also spoke about how some of these individuals were sending text messages to each other, one of them reading, "We put the H in homicide." All of these young men, 18 to 20 years old, face serious charges if convicted. We are live along the Parkway. Maggie Kent, Channel 6, Action News, Brian.
And now the rest of their lives affected by those choices. Maggie, thank you.
Now, see, I've been telling y'all for a while that everything is under surveillance. They got all kinds of police, ATF, feds, the DA's office, Attorney General's office. They got all kinds of police out here watching you guys now. You guys are on social media, putting all the stuff in your raps, everything that you do. You guys going around catching homicides. I mean, these dudes is dropping bodies. The Noddy gang, right? And they just one gang amongst many in Philadelphia that's running around dropping bodies all over the place. And these is teenagers. I'm talking about dropping bodies night after night, averaging 500 homicides. And the district attorney been saying that you guys is going to jail. The thing is, they're not even hiding it. They're telling you that you're going to jail. We're coming to get you. They're telling you that, okay, keep posting it on social media and we're going to come lock you up. You guys just keep posting it on social media. Everything that you do, it's like you want notoriety, and this gang is talking about how they hit this guy, then the other gang is retaliating, and the feds is just jotting everything down. And then it may take them a year or 2 years, but then they swoop right down. They come in and they lock y'all up, man. They warehousing young brothers the same way they did us. The same way they did my big brother in them generation, they doing it to y'all, man. And y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. Even if you got your face all masked up, they still see you, because when you commit them crimes in them cars, this whole city is under surveillance. They got you when you drive to the homicide scene, when you drive off. They got cameras there when you exit in your vehicles. They got the license plate. They got everything. It may take them some time. They're going to get you. And once they get one or two of y'all, man, everybody else start folding like beach chairs, man. Everybody start telling. And this, like, it's crazy how they conditioned us to normalize killing each other. I wish some of you guys, if this video ever reached one of you guys, if I can get through to y'all, listen to the music. Listen to what we're saying about each other. We're talking about killing each other, and we normalize it. I'm going to slide on this brother. 2 to the head, 4 across the belly, and all this kind of stuff. But we talking about each other, y'all. Then when you get caught, you go on to prison forever. Think about this, young people. You spend a bunch of time in the streets trying to convince the streets that you a real N-word. You a real gangster. But damn near spend 20 years or a lifetime trying to convince the judge that you a good guy. Think about that. You spend a bunch of time in the streets trying to convince the streets you a real N-word. You with it. You about that life. You about to slide. And get in jail, writing letters to the judge, begging, trying to convince everybody that you a good person. Why don't you just practice being a good person while you out here, man? It's over with. The urban criminal is over. It's obsolete. They don't need you no more. They gentrifying the areas that you live in now. So you out there committing crimes and killing, you are a nuisance. They getting you out of here. They don't even hide it. They're telling you, we're watching you. They're telling you guys, we're watching you as you do your stuff online, and we just come swooping in and lock you up. And they just warehousing black bodies. And you young guys out there, let them do it. Listen to your music, man. Just take off, try to put your conditioning to the side and listen to what you're saying in your music, man. I got to get back. I got to do this. They hit my man. I got to hit them. And my brother got killed, so I got to kill them. And then it never stops. It never stops. But I'm telling you guys and giving you forewarning, this ain't the only gang. They've been hitting a whole bunch of other gangs, but they coming, man. They coming for you. Because y'all won't listen to big homies when we love y'all enough to try to tell y'all, man. Don't fall for the same traps that we fell for, man. Listen to us, man. If 10 of y'all hear me, and if I got through to 1, man, I did my job. I did the job of the Most High, man. I hope that I can get through to y'all, man. And y'all can listen. Everything is on camera. They got you, man. Give all that up, please. But if you don't believe me, listen to what this white man got to say. If you don't believe me, this white man is going to tell you exactly what it is they're doing. So you ain't got to believe me. If you don't want to listen to me, listen to the white man. Listen to what he's telling you that they're going to do. Check this out.
With a group known as BNG, or the Big Noddy Gang. That's spelled N-A-D-D-Y. As the district attorney stated, Noddy was an individual by the name of Namir Johnson, who was killed in April of 2021. The grand jury heard several hours of testimony spanning several days and identified the following members of BNG: Jameer Brunson Gans, Dante Sutton, Khalil Henry, and Elijah Soto. They also recommended charges of attempted murder and homicide in relation to 4 separate incidents in North Philadelphia. Yesterday, we arrested and charged Dante Sutton for the attempted murder of 2 victims in the location of 2414 North 33rd Street that occurred on July 14th, 2021. We also charged and arrested Jameer Brunson Gans for the attempted murder of a single victim who was shot multiple times on September 5th, 2021 in the location of 3114 North Judson Street. We arrested and charged Jameer Brunson Gans and Elijah Soto for the homicide that occurred on September 6, 2021 of Jordan Murray that occurred in the location of 2200 West Huntington Street. We arrested and charged Dante Sutton, Elijah Soto, and Khalil Henry for the homicide of Jarek Jenkins that occurred on September 18, 2021 in the location of 2900 West York Street. And earlier this year, as the district attorney mentioned, we had Khalil Henry and Dante Sutton arrested for a double shooting that occurred on October 4th, 2021 at 2839 North 26th Street. This was an extensive investigation conducted and led by PPD Detective Timothy Hartman, who is a task force officer with the ATF. It's worth noting that Detective Hartman has worked with the Gun Violence Task Force Unit in previous investigations into groups in South Philadelphia. As always, we are assisted by our partners at the Attorney General's office, as well as the Shooting Investigation Group and homicide detectives at the PPD. We were also greatly assisted by the criminal analysts here at the Gun Violence Task Force, specifically Paul Haggerty and Christopher Lazinski, who work here at the District Attorney's Office, who help sift through the mountain of forensic and digital evidence that are involved in these types of investigations. The motives for these shootings were varied, and much of these details are currently still under seal. What I can say is that this investigation revealed that the Big Noddy Gang, or BNG, committed a spree of gun violence in North Philadelphia, led largely by its desire to seek notoriety and infamy for committing these acts in the Strawberry Mansion neighborhood. And just so the message is clear, the Gun Violence Task Force, GVTF, is a collaborative unit with the Attorney General's office, but we are also partnering with federal law enforcement partners, such as the ATF, to address and combat the gun violence here in Philadelphia. We have previously arrested drivers of crime in both South and Southwest Philadelphia, and now we are expanding to North Philadelphia and other parts of the city. Just to be very clear, if you are a gang that is committing gun violence in Philadelphia, don't be surprised if you're next.